Hello everyone and welcome to this Adobe Illustrator video where today I'm going to teach you about the eyedropper tool, the measure tool, and the blend tool. So you can find all these tools on the left side of our toolbar as presented here. Now first things first, we will explain to you what the eyedropper tool is. The eyedropper tool is basically the tool which we use to copy some colors and paste it either on an object or just use it on our color palette. Okay, to explain to you what I'm trying to say is basically we use this to copy the color of other colors that we find gradually good and then we use it. Okay, now let's go ahead and make a few shapes with our shape editor. Now let's do this and let's press Shift and Alt to create a perpendicular one. Okay, and after that, say I want to let's click on the stroke and make it red, and let's click on fill. Let's make it blue. Okay, now I'll press Alt and copy it. After that, I'll just press Ctrl D to paste multiple times. Now let's say I want to use this one as green, this one as red, and this one as pink, and this one as bluish yellow. Okay, so these are the few colors that I have taken for my squares over here. Now let's say that I want to use the eyedropper. Okay, let's select a square first, and whenever I use the eyedropper, you will see that if I select the green square here, it'll turn into this color. If I select that one, it will turn red, purple, orange, and yellow. So this is how it basically works. Okay, now it works for all these shapes. Say I want to select this. So I want to select this, then select the eyedropper tool. It will work for this shape also. All right, now that I am done with that, let's go back and now I'll show you by taking an image and using the eyedropper tool over there. Dada ei part ta like edit kore dao je ami document open kortechi. Alright, now that I have image over here, let me create a rectangle. Okay, now instead of filling it with color, I'll just use my eyedropper tool here and say I want this color. Now you can see that it is giving me that color, either this or that or these. It gives me every sort of color that I want from my picture. So this is how you use the eyedropper tool to change the color and pick the color that you want to use. All right, after the eyedropper tool, we have the measuring tool, which is basically under the eyedropper tool, and you have this measure tool. Okay, what the measure tool does is basically it measures the object's height, width, and length, etc. So say I have a circle here. Okay, and now if I click on this and select the measure tool, okay, and click on this one, I will see its info, this x-axis, y-axis, width and height, everything. Now let's say I click on the center and go over here, you can see that it's telling me what they are. Now if I select this, it automatically gives me the height, the height and width and also their coordinates on my artboard. And if I select this, this is what it looks like. Okay, so that is the basic use of our measure tool. Let's move on forward to the next tool. Now we will use the blend tool in order to show you what it actually does. Now first things first, let's go over here and delete these things. Okay, after that, what I'll do now is basically, let's move this up here, create some circles. So let's press Shift and Alt, create a circle over here. After that, I will just press Alt key and then Control Z, sorry. Let's use the selection tool, press Alt, copy it, and then press Ctrl D to copy the rest of them. All right. After that, let's select a few colors over here. Okay. All right, now that I have selected these few colors, let's select everything. And then we will go to Object. After that, we will go to Blend and then select Make. All right, after that, you can see that over here, our line over here, or our group of shapes over here, has become a very good gradient color. All right, now if you want to fix this, or if you want to see more options, just double click this and you will see that the blend options come up here. Since the spacing is in smooth color, the color is smooth. If I put it in specified steps, and let's say instead of 62 I put 12 and press OK, now you can see that between each of these shapes there are 12 similar shapes between them of a different color gradient. All right, now let's say that this time instead of 12 I put in only 5. Okay, now you'll see what happens. Now there are only 5, and now instead of 5, let's say I put in 2. Now you can see this is how it looks like. All right, now after this, let's make a shape with our pencil. All right, so let's make a shape. For example, now I'll make a shape over here. Okay, let me just go back a bit. Select this part, select this, and then this. Okay, let me remove the color fill. Let's put it as white. Okay, so this is what our line looks like. Let's use the selection tool. Okay, select it, Shift and Alt key, make it big. All right, now what we'll do is we'll select both of them, and then after that let's go to Object, then we'll go to Blend, and then we will select Replace Spine. Here you can see that the spine, or basically my line over here, has become into the pattern that I created up there. Now if you want to edit it, you can always go over here and then select the specified steps, etc. Let's make it 5, press OK. Now you can see this is the way it looks like. Let's go back, and this time let's put it in a smooth color. It looks very beautiful and nice. And if I put a specified distance, this is what it will look like. And the orientations are basically these things. So this is what it looks like. So that is how you use this in a circle. Now let's use it in a different shape. Okay, let's delete this. Okay, after that, so we have another object. So let's make let's make it in a star tool. So let's press Shift Alt, create the star tool, and let's say we want this color this time to be this. Okay, let's press the selection tool, press Alt, copy it, then press Ctrl D. Okay, now that we have our pattern, what we do now is basically select all of them and then click on the blend tool. Now, okay, I made a mistake. We select what we do now is we select all of them and then go to object, then go to blend, and then select make. After that, we are done here. We can just go over here and select the blend tool, where we can have the specified steps. Instead of 1, let's say this time I want 14 or 13 steps. Press OK. Now this is what it looks like. Let's go back over here. This time instead of 13, let's just put, let's say just 6. Okay, just okay. This is what it looks like. Now let's put it in a shape. So let's say now I put it in this shape. All right, now let's click on the color over here, and instead of let's put it white. Okay, let's use the selection tool, select both of them, go to object, path, sorry, not path, pattern, blend, and then select replace spine. And I can see that this is what it looks like. And if I just double click on this part again, and this time I select a smooth color, this is what it will look like. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have understood how the blend tool works, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.